Man, it's almost weaning time at Pride Ranch. So when I lost my bull last year, it impacted when I could wean my calves this year because my calves vary in age. This steer or this bull calf is about 30 days older than this heifer calf, and she's about 2 months younger than Miss Triple Crown. So my youngest calves are about 3 months old. And so you typically want to wean calves at earliest at 5 months. So I'm going to walk you through the steps of how to wean a calf. Let's get to it.
Oh, good morning. So I came out this morning to walk with the herd and check on Miss Triple Crown. So Miss Triple Crown is at 206 days of age, and she's due to be weaned, but I'm not going to wean her today. So, but I do want to share with you that there are 3 ways to wean a calf. So I have traditionally used this thing, a nose ring, to wean my calves. And in the earlier videos, you saw me do the first approach. And so that first approach is truck line weaning. So you get your cow and your calves in a corral, you get them separated, load them up on a truck, and just take them to the sale barn or take them to whatever ranch you're selling them to. But the idea is separate them from the cow and just get them off your property, get them off the ranch. The second approach is fence line weaning. And fence line weaning, you simply separate the cow and the calf, put your calf in your weaning pasture, and mom and calf can come in contact, at least with their noses, through the fence, but the calf can't suck. And you don't want the calf to continue to be sucking from mom or nursing from mom. And then the third way is the hybrid approach, using a nose ring. And of course, this is the way I do it. It's a lot more work, but I don't mind. I try to do whatever it takes to reduce and minimize the stress on my herd. So with the nose ring, you get cow calf into your corral, you separate them, run your calf through the alleyway, get into your squeeze chute, and put the nose ring on them. Then of course, turn them out into the weaning pasture. Nope, said that wrong. You don't put them in a weaning pasture. So you put the nose ring on, and then once you get all the nose ring on all your calves, you put the calf and the mom back out in the pasture. So the calf gets an opportunity to stay with mom for another 4 to 7 days. I tend to go 7 to 10 days. And the idea is, with this nose ring on, they cannot nurse, but so you're gradually separating that bond between mom and calf. And then on day 7 or day 10, or whenever you choose, then you get them back into the corral, take the nose ring out, and put the calves in the weaning pasture, and that's that. In this approach, you have less stress, less sickness compared to the traditional method, compared to the other two. And of course, you can do it however you like, but I always tend to make life a little bit harder for myself sometimes, but I don't mind, because it reduces the stress on my cows, reduces the stress and sickness on my calves. And so for me, that's the most important. So I don't mind doing the extra work. So that's it. You got 3 ways to wean a calf. You got truckload weaning, fence line weaning, and then using a nose ring. So at your ranch, you just got to figure out what works best for you. Like I always say, and you may have heard, there's no right or wrong way. You just got to figure out what's best for you, your operation, and your management style. Now I'm gonna go check out Miss Triple Crown. There's no more. You need to get back over there with everybody else. So we are 1 day past. We're at day 206 for Miss Triple Crown. but I'm not going to wean her today. You typically want to wean at 205 days of age, but I'm not going to wean her today because I had so many calves that were born, 45, 60 days after her, 90 days after her. I need to give them a little bit more time to catch up. And then I'll wean them all at once. Let me see. I don't see her over here, but I know she's out here. I think that's her. So when I first started, yep, that's her, right there with Bella. When I first started, I would weigh each one of them individually on day 205, and that was a lot of work. And there she goes. And at that time, I didn't have a scale, so I'd have to load them up on the cattle trailer, haul them up the street, and weigh them. But now I have a cattle scale, so I just walk them into the squeeze chute and weigh them. She's the youngest. She's one of my calves that was born on Easter Sunday. So she's just 3.5 months old. And I don't want to wean her at that age. So I'm trying to wait closer to 5 months. So that means Miss Triple Crown gets to hang out just a little bit longer. This fella here was born the same day as that other heifer calf I just showed you. Typically I would wean them on August 1st, but my breeding season was all jacked up last year. So this is Miss Power Force. I made a mistake on her name tag and in my CattleMax software. CattleMax is the software I use to keep my records. I started out keeping my records using Excel spreadsheet, and that was a nightmare. But I wrote it down correctly in my Excel spreadsheet, and then I was reviewing a video that I'll share with you later, the day that I AI'd her mom, and I AI'd her using Power Force semen. So 2634M is not a big rock heifer calf. That is a Power Force heifer calf, and that's her right there. So that gives me 2 Power Force heifer calves and 1 Power Force bull calf. And of course, come breeding time, I will keep them separated. Will not breed brothers with sisters. That's not what we do. You shouldn't do it either. Look at her. I'm impressed by De Niro's heifer calf so far, Miss 30M. And they are done. Like always, they ate their cubes and they want more, but that's it. I don't have any more. So I'm about to ride around the south pasture, check my fencing. Get on back. Yeah, get on back. Get on. Got another down tree. Got to get that figured out. Just now noticing that big old gaping hole. Got to get that figured out. Looks like we got another tree branch. It fell down right there. And right there. Got another tree down right there, so I got to fix that. Cut it, tend to the fence. More work. There's always something to do on the ranch. Got to be ready for it.